Hey guys, I'm Sam, and today I'm going to show you how to create KitPvP signs in vanilla Minecraft 1.8. So you can see here that I have 3 different kits. There's the Archer kit, the Tank kit, and the Swordsman kit. And if I go up to the sign and right click it, I'll receive different items. And it says in chat, you have selected the Archer kit. So you can see I have all these different items in my inventory and I have armor on. Now if I go to the second kit, I'll get more items. So now I have the tank kit with these items. And lastly, if I go to the swordsman kit, I'll have different items and different armor. So yeah, this is very cool. So this is actually an update to a previous version of this that I created, and now it is much more compact. And so I'm going to show you how this works. So the way this works is pretty simple for the most part. The reason this is different from the first version is that I found out that signs can actually run 4 different commands from a single sign. So before, I was only having the signs run 1 command, but now that I found out they can run 4, 1 for each line, I can make this a ton more compact and cleaner. So there's some command blocks down here, but before I get into those, I'm going to tell you the 4 commands that the sign runs. So yeah, the first one, I had them all 4 right here, and the first one is a set block command to a redstone block. So that block that gets set is right in the middle of these 6 command blocks. So that will trigger all 6 of these, but I'll get into what those 6 commands are after I explain this. So after it sets the redstone block, it clears the player's inventory. So that's how every time you select a new kit, your inventory is cleared. You don't get like more items. It gets cleared every time. The third one is a little more complicated. This is the one that gives you all of the items in your inventory. So I'll quickly explain it. If you want more detail about how it works, I explain it better in the first video. But it's an execute command, and that's summoning items right into you. And this is summoning all the items that are included in your kit. So you can see the first item is a bow, and that bow is riding another item, and that is a golden sword. So this continues for all the items. They're all riding each other, and this is a very simple way to get multiple items given to you through 1 command block. So this makes it a ton easier. This will give you all of the items to you at the same exact time. So that's very nice. And yeah, so that's how I made it even more compact. And the last one, finally, is the tellraw command that just tells you you have selected the Archer kit, or whatever the kit is. So yeah. So now I'm going to go back to what the redstone block does. So that redstone block will trigger these 6 commands. I'm going to break these. Now the 4 more important commands are all replace item commands, and they're the ones that automatically place armor onto you. So if you don't know how replace item works, again, I explain it more in detail in my first version. But basically, it's replacing, like here you can see it's my armor slot, my chestplate armor slot, and it's replacing it with a golden chestplate. So it does like, here's my leg slot, and it replaces it with golden leggings. So, and then I also have helmet and boots. So those 4 command blocks put armor onto me automatically. And the 5th command is just a play sound, so it makes the ping noise every time you select it. So ping, ping. So yeah, that's just kind of, you don't need, that's not exactly necessary, but yeah, it's nice. And finally, the last one on the bottom, it just sets the block above it to air. So each time you run this, a new redstone block is set there, and then replace with air. So yeah, that one doesn't really. That one just removes the redstone. And yeah. So those are all the commands that are involved with it, and that's how it works. But also, if you want it to be really compact, there is a way to do that, and it's just where instead of placing the armor automatically on you, it gives it to you in your inventory. So if I click this sign, I'll get my items, but I'll also get my armor, so it's just not on me. And this can still run 4 commands. So it's running the commands that give me the items. It's also running the tellraw message command. It's also running the clear inventory command. And lastly, it's running the playsound command. So yeah, that's a way to make it really compact if you want to. I can show you. I can place this anywhere in my world, and I'll still get all the items. So let's do that one more time over here. There you go. Yeah. So that's the most compact you can get it, all in one sign. Very cool. So yeah, that is how this works. So unfortunately, there are a couple of limitations to this, how this project works, but they're not very big, they're not too bad, but I'll just say what they are quickly. So the first one deals with running commands through the sign. So you can run up to 4 commands through the sign, which I guess is also a limitation, but that means since you can run 4 commands, you're running 1 command per line. So any line you want to run a command from must have words or symbols on it. So you can't run a command from an empty line. So this is just a stupid little example. So since 1, 2, and 3 have words on them, well, numbers in this case, you'd be able to run commands from them, but for some reason, line 4, it won't work. You won't be able to run a command from it because it's empty. So you have to make sure that any line you want to run a command from has words or symbols on it, or letters. And so you could run a command from any of these 4 lines, but if you had like only words on lines 1 and 3, you can only run a command from the first line or the third line, not the second and fourth. You need words on or letters on them. So yeah, that's the first one. The second limitation is a bit of a strange one. It's the fact that every time you click to get your kit, the items are given to you in a different order. So if you look at my inventory, you can see each time that I click the kit sign, my items are being given to me in a different order. So I don't know if this is a bug or previously it was a bug, because in my previous version, and I think I made that one in July, the items were given to you in the order that they were summoned in this command. So it would give you the bow, then it would give you the golden sword, but now it just seems to give it to you in a random order. Yeah, it's not terrible though. That's only a problem if you I guess if you have a kit that's full of like mushroom stew and stuff and you want to fill up an entire inventory. But I still haven't really thought a way how to deal with that, and yeah, so that's not terrible, but it is still kind of a problem. But yeah, those are the only limitations. Also, if you were wondering, these mobs here are just for show. They don't actually affect the kits or anything. They have a no AI entity NBT data on them, so that's why they're not moving. And if you want to do this on your own, just give them the no AI tag. Yeah, zombies don't shoot with you on it, so that's pretty cool. Or skeletons don't shoot. So yeah, those are the limitations. So before I end off this video, there is some credit and important links I'd like to give that helped me create this and can help you if you want to create these kits signs on your own. So the first one is Crushed Pixel's JSON sign generator, and Crushed Pixel is a Minecraft Redstone YouTuber guy. He's really cool. You should check him out. And he created this really useful tool that lets you create these JSON signs really easily. And I'll include a download link for that in the description. It's an outside tool. It's like a Java program. And you just run it, and it lets you easily format like colors. You can add commands. You can format the lines all cool. It's really nice, and this made this project a ton easier. So yeah, go check that out. The second one is MCStacker summon command generator. And that's how I summon the items riding the other items easily. That's a very useful tool for summoning anything really, mobs, items. So I'll include a link to that in the description. I use that all the time. It's very useful. And the third one is if you'd like to learn more about JSON formatting. Well, first you can go check my previous video, the first version of this, and I'd go more into detail about how JSON signs work. But if you really want a good informative post, you should, in the description I'll have a link to a Minecraft forum post by Skylinerw, and it goes all into detail about how to create these and format these JSON signs, and it also talks about books and tellraw. It's got everything, so that's very useful. So yeah, that's really the three most important things if you want to create these on your own. So yeah, I think that's all. Thanks for watching. I'm going to put the commands that I use for the sign and I guess a replace item in the description, and I might also place them in a giant paste bin. Might make things more cleaner, organized, but yeah, so if you want to make them yourself, you can use those. But thanks for watching. I will have more videos coming up, and I will see you soon. Bye.